2016. There's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Here we go.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. Fifth defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Right.
The Lance going to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4, still 3 yards short, 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Lance and company going on 4th down. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So they give it up just on their side of midfield, and, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now, right? The opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
Block now on 1st down. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. right back to Mitchell on second down. Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Back near his goal line. Here's Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they work this out past the 25. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Niners at 6-2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Give running right is Mitchell. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he gets it up past the 35. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Lance looking to throw it. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
Block it in motion right. Block taking the snap at 1. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And a flag comes out as that is batted down and incomplete. But I think there was early contact. Let's check the call. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Straight ahead, Walker. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use The back end of the end zone, the sidelines is extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Second down and goal. Lock flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Odell Beckham. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. The point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Ready up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. But once again, it's Mitchell. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Here we go.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Lance. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Well, he exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they'll work this down inside the 30. The slot man in motion right. Locke now on 1st down. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Looking to throw again on eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Again, they'll throw record. Touchdown. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Going for it, it's Mitchell. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Roster, stick. Red, cycle.
And now they'll throw with Lance. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Locks throw into the hands of Fan. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On first down, Locke. And that is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Locke's throw into the hands of Lockett. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. Throwing on first down is Locke. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. To throw it is Locke. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Locke again toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So what a let-off there. You figure that was an easy 3 points. Instead, it turns into nothing.
And from that close of range, if you start it left, your goose is cooked. And this thing, well, it never had a chance to straighten itself out.
Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On play action, Lance. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Ready?
First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Here's Lance. Gets this one to Juszczyk. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Off of play action, here's Lance. He's got a man, complete. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Or maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin getting set for first as the second half is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Locke going to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. Locke working out of the gun. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A Locke-finding fan for the Seahawk first down. Again, it's Locke. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Pass complete. Locke to Lockett. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Can't we score? Game up. Look back.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now Locke. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Locke looks to throw it again. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Opposite. Green. Ready.
They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Right back to Mitchell here. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
Offense has to praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Lance looking to throw it. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
A handoff from Mitchell running left. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On first down, they go back to Mitchell. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. From the gun, it's Locke. He completes this to Walker, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, they'll throw with Locke. They'll fire one downfield for Fant. It got his man, complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Locke to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Locke. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. In motion, the tight end. Now a play fake. Lance. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
That doesn't help indeed. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was in.
And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Good footwork at the 30. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Mitchell. 82 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Mitchell again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Lance now on 3rd and goal. This is caught. Touchdown. Elijah Mitchell. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point attempt to come here. It's up. It's true as they get back in it a bit here. It's now 23-10. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that time.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Shotgun snap to Locke. It's caught. Beckham. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. To throw it is Locke. And Walker has it. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Locke. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. So the completion good for 7 there. And now it's 3rd and 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
So nothing doing there, and it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Odell Beckham. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. On play action, Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. In motion comes the tight end left. Off of play action, here's Lance. This one caught by Kittle. Look at the big man rumble. 55 yards. And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Lock it in motion right. They'll actually throw it with Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Lance. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Desperation time here. Lance.
He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that. We're programmed never to say never, but in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
One final try now for Lance.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now.
So the victory here for Seattle. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the